morning. It is Thursday, January 22nd. It is about 10 in the morning, and it's about 12 degrees outside. But today it is going to get to a high of 17, and then as soon as it gets dark, it drops. And by the time the sun is coming up tomorrow morning, it's predicted to be about 18 below zero. So I've got things to do today. A lot of prep stuff that I want to get done now while it's warm, it's 12 degrees. But while it's warmer than it will be tomorrow, Saturday is going to be cold, Sunday is going to be cold, then all of next week is highs in the low teens and lows in the negatives. So yeah, a lot of prep work to get done today, bedding heifers, getting some bales done. That starts right now, so hope you enjoy the video. I use the glow plugs to heat up the air in the cylinders, the heads. It started, but it's going to shut off again. Safety switch. If the engine doesn't build enough oil pressure right off the bat, because the oil's cold and stiff, it'll shut itself off. And then you rinse and repeat until it does run. Which it seems it is now, so I need to give this thing a few minutes to warm up and we can be on our way. Alright, to start off, I have absolutely nothing on the tractor, nothing on the loader, and nothing on the back. So we're going to put the forks on the front and the bale spear on the back, and do probably a couple trips to the woods for some bales. My hydraulics are still very, very cold, so they're slow. Take trips to the woods for some bales from the woods hayfield. We don't haul them home during the summer because that's a lot of hassle, and then you have to find somewhere to store them down here. So we park them along the edge of the woods hayfield up there. The hydraulics are usually a whole lot faster than this, but they're just cold. Park them along the woods hayfield up there, along the edge, and then we can go up and grab them during the winter as we need them. It's a bit of a hassle. I probably make it more of a hassle than I need to, but it's on now. Just driving up to the woods, filming some of the snowy landscape in Wisconsin right now. About to kind of meet paths with a snowmobile trail, which is not open right now, when it comes up across this hill, down and up into the woods here. Here's the entrance to the woods, this area of the woods. And this will take us right up to the back side of the woods hayfield when we get that far. And then here's where the road actually starts becoming a little bit of an incline. this way, so we're gonna go this way. And one last little steep part, and we're up in the woods hayfield. Kind of a funny story. My dad was once hauling bales home from this hayfield, and he was going down this hill that I'm coming up, and the bales actually rolled forward on his wagon. I think a couple of them shot off down into the woods off the wagon, but then one or two of them got stuck between the wagon and the tractor. Well, nothing was damaged, nobody was hurt, but it's kind of a funny little story. I doubt it was funny at the time though. I wasn't with. Got our bales, one on the forks, one on the bale spike, and now down into the woods we go again. Done with that job. I've gotten the bale spike off now. Time to put the bale knife on. Oh, we need to grab a bale to put there, but we also need one for the barn, so I'm really just gonna grab whatever and see what it is and decide what I want to do with it. They should be all about the same though, from the same field. Got the cover off, and this seems like a very nice alfalfa bale. So that will go in here to the cows, and I will try to find a slightly grassier, lesser quality bale for the heifers. We're gonna see what this one's like. Well, this is also a nice alfalfa bale, so I'm just gonna set it in front of the door here so it's ready to go in tomorrow when it's a high of 7 below zero. I wasn't planning on doing that, but it's probably not a bad idea to have one sitting there. Alright, got the plastic off of this one, and I like this one better for the heifers because it's mostly grass And that's better for them because they don't need the high protein content that the alfalfa has, like the milking cows do. But this is a pretty good bale here. One that I brought in. It's not bad feed. I don't know what crop it is from the woods, but now we'll see how this bale splits. Sometimes I have issues trying to get these ones split because I'm not really on a solid surface here. On dirt, but I'm not on concrete like I am in the barn, so they tip a lot more on me. Also having trouble getting it lined up right. I'm gonna shut the camera off and try to get this done. Well, that wasn't very easy, but it eventually got split open. I had to go out there and kind of pull it apart by hand because I couldn't get my knife to reach all the way back, but it's open now. And one more round bale today. I need to take this out to the round feeder way out yonder for our largest group of heifers. I don't believe they finished up their last bale quite yet, but I can fit another one in, and if I do it today, I don't have to do it tomorrow, because I don't want to be outside tomorrow if I don't have to be. And here they haven't finished up all of their previous bale, but I'm just going to top them off here with another gun. Alright, that is the last of the round bales that I'm going to have to work with today. Now I have to go back to the shed, or to the hoop building, and grab another straw bale to put in the shed so that the straw in the shed is also topped off. And then we need to fill that white shed over there on the end of the barn with bedding, and then the super hutches for the girls right behind the barn with bedding. Alright, I've tipped this bale back so that it is twine on the side rather than on the bottom. So I can grab it and take it in the barn. There's a lot of this stuff that is very hard for me to film because I need both hands and both limbs for operating my machine, but I need to put the camera down again because I need to get this down to the barn. There's a feed truck coming in to put corn in the bin. I have this bale in the barn now, that bale ready to come in. Now we're gonna unload some silage into here, I believe, yes?
What? Yes.
Alright, it's after lunch and you can probably tell that the wind has picked up. It's cold, but exactly why I need to get these heifers bedded. So I put this pallet, it's a big heavy pallet that actually the sawmill came on, but I'm gonna stack up some sections of straw on here and take it out to where I need to take it. The wind has also blown our diesel cans around, and the wind is gonna be the same tomorrow and tonight, but just 30 degrees colder. I saw this morning when I got up that it says tonight's wind chill is going to make it feel like 38 below zero, so that's fun. Alright, I've got probably about 10 sections of straw loaded up. I think I'm going to go to the larger of the sheds that I have to bed first for the big heifers and get that done. I'll probably have to come back for more bedding and then bed the super hutches. My bedding doesn't blow away off the pallet here while I go out there. But it's cold outside. It's cold. That's why these guys need bedding, so you can get in shelter and sit down. Well, that should hopefully be nice for them. It's a little bumpy in there because of just a manure that wasn't there before. You know, got all the cow footprints down in there, cow feet down in there, and it froze solid, so it's a little bumpy. At least having some straw in there will help, hopefully, keep it a little bit warmer. A little bit of a barrier between the cold, hard ground and them. So yeah, hopefully that helps them out a bit. Now we gotta bed these guys super hutches. Well, that hutch is full. Sometimes they like to crawl in this little hutch, so I filled that one up. And then this hutch is all nice and full of bedding too. I made it really deep right here. Nice spot to lie down. But hopefully these guys can stay warm out here. I know it's not a ton of shelter for these animals to have out here. This should really be shut. Alright, there we go. No, it's not a ton of shelter, but it's really what we've got for them right now. Woo! Windy! So, 2 super hutches and a calf hutch, that's enough for them to fit. Not super easily, but it's all we got right now. Oh! It is cold and windy. You can see the snow blowing across the ground. I'm trying to get my hood pulls done. There we go. Yeah, it's cold out here, and this is about the warmest it is today as far as temperature goes. And the wind is going to keep up, and it's going to drop over 30 degrees. Probably closer to 35 degrees down to -18 by the time the sun comes out tomorrow. So yeah, I keep moving and get the barn cleaned. The wind has built up these cool snowbanks. You can see the grass is showing through over there, and then it's all built up here. And it's windy with some stronger gusts like this. Snow blowing in my face. It's cold. Alright, only thing left to do now is to clean barn, so I'm just going to get a few clips of that, and then I want to do a little bit of filming tomorrow morning as well, when it's now they're predicting -19, so I don't know, it's going to be -19 with a negative 40 degree wind chill is what they're saying right now, so whatever. My dad says that if it's under 0 it all feels the same, but we'll see. Let's see if these guys are enjoying their bedding. Yep, they're enjoying it. Sitting down in there, and only one is standing outside. And then they have a couple other sheds too, just not bedded, so those guys have plenty of room to sit down. The other guys I think do too. It's 10 of them with 2 super hutches and a regular hutch, so really all they have to do is fit 4 or 5 of them in one, and they're fine. On Monday, I believe it was quite cold as well. I think it was really windy, and I think it was 8 below maybe. But I've just backed this under. Now I'm gonna go in the barn and get everything all ready to go and turn it on. One of the bigger things in the winter that you have to watch for is icing up your paddles. So you have to make sure everything outside is free. This is actually inside.
Oh my goodness, Wilson, what is this? An ice raid?
Yeah. Right, let me... So this actually isn't as much ice as I've seen out here before, but you gotta make sure that all the paddles are free to go before you start. This is actually easier than normal. I forgot my gloves in the tractor, so my hands are kind of cold.
Here's a handy tip to the viewers. This barn cleaner's on the west end of our barn. So even on a below 0 day, if the sun is shining, it's not terribly hard to bust up this ice because it's warmer than the air just because the sun is shining on it. And now the sun's shining on me. Like John Denver once said, I believe something like, sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a happy day.
Right.
Remember all those times in July and August when we would come out to the barn and say, why does it have to be so hot?
Yeah, right. Just gotta get this cleared here. You good to go. Door with all the throws.
Why does it have to be so hot, Minnie? Huh? Does anyone know? Does anyone know? Why does it have to be so hot? Yeah. Minnie's telling me, don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay. That's a good girl, Minnie. That's a good girl. Are you recording?
Yes.
Oh, I might get copyrighted on that one. I have to copyright myself.
Yeah. Everything is running smoothly in the barn. I think it's only maybe 15 degrees out right now, but boy does this wind make it feel cold. Oh, nice and warm in here. I'm thankful for a heated cab because I know people back in the day, they didn't have heated cabs, but they still had to do the same work. That would have been cold. I'm hauling right in this field here, so I left the barn cleaner back there so I can just drive right through their heifer pasture up to a gate that is up in the corner. I'm gonna go right through there and then haul it out. Tired. Haul it out on this field here. I did a good job of scraping off the spreader today. I don't want any of that freezing on there and making my parts not move properly. Well, I believe that's going to be it for today. Just running off the last of the manure stuff that I scraped down in the spreader. Tomorrow morning I'm going to grab the camera to actually sign off the video and finish it up, but I'm gonna grab the camera out. It's probably after chores tomorrow morning, maybe right about sunrise when it's at its coldest, and see what the temperature actually got down to, and see how cold it is, see how bad it is outside. So yeah, I guess I will see you tomorrow morning. Well, good morning. It is what, Friday, January 23rd. So it's the next morning now, and it's about 7:30 a.m. and it's the coldest it's going to be today. It's negative 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Light breeze, but not much wind. So I think they said the wind chill now is around negative 30 or so. I'm not feeling that much wind, but there are gusts here and there. So we're just going to go check on the heifers quickly. See how it's going. I say quickly because I'm cold, obviously. Just gonna check on them and see how everyone's doing. These guys are all sitting here comfortably. You don't have to get up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I actually don't know how many we have back in here. I think that's all of them, but there could be one sitting up here. Yep, a couple up here too. Hi guys. So inside as well. I didn't bed up here, but at least they are also inside, sitting down comfortably, just like all these guys. Now we're gonna go check on the other group. Got the tractor plugged in. And while I walk past the barn, I'd like to note that with all the windows closed there, even though it's negative 18 out here, it's probably about 40 degrees or more in the barn, because all the cows are keeping it nice and warm. Okay, now I'm feeling a little bit of wind. That's cold. Stepping over the fence. Looks like one of them is out. Had some hay already. But there, I should count 10 heifers. Ooh, you guys are packed in there. Staying nice and warm. All the frost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Yeah, it's brisk, guys. It's cold. My nose is freezing. Yeah. I'm glad to see that they're all huddling up in there. 2 of them in the other hutch. Hopefully keep it nice and warm. Or as warm as you can be. I'm wearing a hoodie and then a big thick jacket, and I'm cold. Cold indeed. So I'm gonna head back inside for obvious reasons, but I hope you enjoyed that video. Also, my camera battery's going down really quick too. I hope you enjoyed that video. It was interesting filming it yesterday, I think. It was a little bit different than usual, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm gonna go in the house, try to stay warm. Hope everybody else is staying warm if you live in a cold climate. And yeah, see you next week. Thanks for watching.